Hello everybody and welcome to Legend of Keepers. Now this game is in early access on Steam, and straight away the basic premise of this game is you are in charge of defending a dungeon. Now there's been many games kind of like that before, like the old Dungeon Keeper sort of series, but this is different. Let me show you exactly what's going to happen.
Torture? It's a passion.
So first of all, you get to pick a dungeon. Now I've completed the first one, so let's have a go at the second one. Other things on the screen that are of interest is, first of all, this is me. There's other kind of like heroes or anti-heroes to unlock as we go on. I have a talent tree, which I've spent some points in. And then there's lots of other things I'm still trying to get my head around. Like there's this here, which I think is just information about various drops that can happen. There's a lot for me to learn.
Let's get to work.
But I've got the basics together. So straight away, we've been thrown into an attack. So we're in charge of a dungeon, and we have some people that are going to be attacking. Let me just see what creatures I have in this dungeon to defend ourselves with. Okay, we've got a few bits and bobs. So clearly all the creatures that I'd leveled up and mastered in the previous dungeon are not available to me in this dungeon, which is fine. I can get some more and get some new techniques. So let's start off obviously with some simple adventurers, not the veterans. Right, so what you're given is basically a sequence of rooms. So at the top of the screen, you can see a trap room, a fighting room, a spell room, a fighting room, a trap room, then the boss. So we have to kill the adventurers before they can kill the boss and loot all our treasure. So we've got several rooms to do that in. Now, this, you're going to just see them faintly, because they're not here yet. This is what we know about the adventurers that are coming at us. They're all level 2, which means they've got reasonable hit points. So the first one, Rose, I can see her attack, her normal attack is called back. I would try and point to it, but the moment I move my mouse, it'll disappear. Her attack is called back, and there's 3 little dots. Now, the furthest right dot is red. Now, this is going to represent, like, hero or enemy positions. So her basic attack is to do nature damage to the person at the back. She has a skill to heal, and she can ignore the first attack. This person here is doing an ice attack to the person in the front, and this person here is doing an area fire attack. Nasty. So the thing I'm looking for first is I've got 3 traps available to me to start on this new campaign. I have something that does nature damage, something that does fire damage, and something that does ice with some frostbite. So what we'll look at is to see what their weaknesses are. So this one's good versus nature, weak versus ice. Yeah, good versus ice, but okay-ish versus nature. And this is also quite good versus nature and okay versus ice. So the only thing I've got really against these 3, I mean, I did have fire. It's got a weak fire guy there and a weak ice guy there. We're going to go for ice. So I'm going to put a portal down in room 1. Now, as you can see, the fighting hasn't started yet. So what this is doing is, I have to make all my preparations first before the adventurers arrive. I can't see like how well the first thing did before I do the second room. No, I need to think ahead and go, right, what's the state of the people at this point and how am I going to stop them? So I've started, this new campaign, and I've been given I think it's like a null. Yeah, it's a Gnoll, a Flame Eater, whatever that is, and a Goblin. Great. So, as I said, my worries are nature versus the back, ice versus the front, fire versus all. So, whoever's got... Anybody got ice resistance? No. Oh, that's not good. Anybody got nature resistance? This guy. So, I'll stick him at the back, because she does nature damage to the person at the back. I've got no defense versus ice. That's going to really hurt. And it doesn't matter where I put them for fire. So what I'll look at now is how well I can hurt them. So this person's going to do nature to the person at the front. Gains resistances the more of my fellows that are enraged. This person here does nature to the front or physical to the back. Okay, with none of these two have got skills, as far as I can see, that are going to affect what position they're in. So it doesn't really matter where these go. So we'll just stick them there. I then have a spell room, which it passes. It then goes on to my last monster room. So yet again, anybody got nature resistance? Yes. No. No. So this guy, I'm going to stick on the back. Anybody got ice resistance? Yes. Excellent. So I'll put that person at the front, because that's where he does his damage. That means that she's going to have to go there. One final room. It's a trap room. We'll just do an all-over poison. And then it gets to me, the boss. Hopefully they'll be dead by then. So here we go. The first assault. So my trap blasted them. Okay, here we go. So the quickest person actually is my little goblin. I have a choice. I can either do a physical attack versus the back, or a poison versus the front. He's weak versus physical at the back. She's not too bad versus poison. So let's do a physical versus the back. Now, one of the things you'll notice on the adventurers as opposed to the monsters is the monsters just have a red bar, as where the adventurers have a red bar and a purple bar. So the red bar is their hit points, but I can do abilities if I wish that would damage the morale of the person. Now, as the morale drops, they will take ever increasing damage. So sometimes it's good to have your opening attacks weaken their morale before they actually get deeper into the dungeon. But anyway, let's see what we've got here. I haven't really got the creatures right now to have many options. Like this guy only got one option, so that didn't do much really. Okay, my Null, yet again, it doesn't have any options. He needs to level up to gain more attack modes, like. They gave that woman quite a good beating there, I must admit. But this is not going to go very well. But I'm going to continue to weaken up that guy at the back, because he's looking a bit ropey. So are we. We're about to die. These guys have no abilities. Yeah. Those monsters didn't last very long. We can kill that back guy though. They lost some morale because one of their guys went down. Right, the remaining two are going to push on. This is a spell room. I have a few spells available to me. I can reduce their morale even more. I can enrage the next group of monsters, which gives them a damage bonus. Or I can try and set them on fire. So what's their fire resistance? Not very good for this guy, actually. So I'm going to do fire. Oh, it was the front guy. I didn't read it properly. Right, this is my second set of monsters. Now, these guys need to win, which I think we should be able to. So what we've got the option. I could do nature damage versus the front or the back. Either or. So this person's the weakest versus nature. I could try and get rid of this person, couldn't I? I'm going to try and put everything versus the front person if I can. Not going to do as much damage, but I just want to soften them up. What does she have? Nature versus the person at the front. Poison. And fire versus the person at the front. We'll take fire option. Yeah, he had the best resistance against her. And he had the best resistance against him. This is my main dude. Physical damage or an all-over morale. What's a physical? Or a physical is very poor. We'll do physical. Okay, excellent. Let's, yet again, just try and weaken up that person at the front as much as we can. Ah, she's still alive. Ah, she died from the fire and the bleeding. Fantastic. Alright, so see if we can see this guy off now. Doesn't matter which one I use now. He is front and back. He's not looking very well. Ah, he's downed one of my guys. He'll die now. Fantastic. So, what does this mean, you say? Well, first of all, we've got ourselves an option of another monster. So, happy, which is quite good that you can give other people in the party a speed bonus. What's the Naga do? I haven't had a Naga before. Appreciates the hero position behind the target. The target's miles above 50. Okay. So that's a good creature to have in some kind of morale reducing combo, where it's going to do multiple hits if the enemy has a low morale. You kind of have to set that up. What's the drummer do? I think I had a drummer before, but it might be different. Yeah, so it enrages all monsters in the group. So I like that because I've got the Null that likes it when other people are enraged. So we're going to take the Goblin Drummer and make a group up out of that. So let's go and have a look at the next issue we've got. So this is all our creatures. Now, when a creature gets taken down, or even when creatures see people taken down, you know, knocked out, they lose morale. Now, different creatures have got different amounts of morale. So that's just what these little dots are. So at the 5, this guy's only got 3 left. This guy's got 5. This has got 7. He don't care. So yeah, the front people, the people who just took a beating, are not very happy, except for the new guy that I've just got. So what I could do is I can swap some of these around. Let's put the Null and the Drummer together, because I know that they're going to work well. So there's the Null, there's the Drummer. I can put this guy in the front. Yeah, we move that guy to the back. Yeah, so we switch things around a little bit. So the weaker guys, the guys that aren't very happy are at the back. You can stick some people in the garrison, whereby they will just recover. To be honest, I'm going to have the Null. And no, I leave 4 in there, just so I got options when I see what kind of adventurers we're up against. So, other things I can do. I haven't got the resources required to do that one, but we can go and see a merchant. We haven't got a lot of money, but let's go and see a merchant. So he's offering us some more creatures, and quite cheap, actually. Psycho Imps. Minus 30 morale, ricochets, they're behind of the target. Low morale, so there's another morale thing. Or we can apply a bleed attack to everybody. That's quite cool. Speed. Oh, this is a trap. I can add poison damage to an area to poison the front person. To be honest, I'm thinking of that bleed to everybody, and it's the cheapest, so we'll take it. Hasn't got many hit points, probably, no. So we'll buy that one. We could keep looking at some others, but I'll save my money for now. Okay, the next week we have a business trip offer. We can send one of our people into training or sanctuary, but I don't think we've got resources for that. No, we don't. So we can spend some of our money to level up one of our creatures. Or we can take a risk of doing something else that could bring us some rewards. But also potentially you could end up having one of your people, I think, hurt. And then miss a fight. But we did just gain an extra person, didn't we? We just gained like an imp. So how about we go for business trip? What's my option? Okay. This person gone for 5 weeks. This person gone for 14 weeks and they become unhappy. Oh, man, I don't... Oh, it's not good, is it? I want to keep that null as well because he's part of my combo. Oh. We'll get a creature if we do this, though. I mean, do I care if he's gone? Not really. Tell you what, I am going to send him away for a very long time, and he's going to come back very unhappy. However, he might come back with a very cool creature. Next week, what we got? Merchant or an event. We'll take a risk of an event. These are risks, they're random. Okay. The traveler have to trade one of your employees at half price. Nice. Yes, we'll take it. We'll take it. Don't mind that. Another event. We could do like an alchemist. What the alchemist allows us to do is convert some of the blood that we've gained from dead heroes into other stuff. Or I can risk an event. And we've got a fight next. So I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to go alchemist. And then, to be honest, I'm going to just do nothing with it. I'm going to leave. I just didn't want to have the risk of like a hero missing. I say a hero. Of a monster missing. When I've got another fight coming up. So yet again, I have two options. I have basically an easy group or a hard group. I'll get better rewards if I take the hard group. The rewards at the bottom basically say I'll get a monster added to my group if I take that one. But if I defeat the veterans, I'll be given an artifact. I'm thinking my guys are all level 1. We've just started this campaign. I'll take the easy group. We need just to get through the opening rooms, get some people trained up. So let's have a look. Let's see who's up against us. So we have somebody here that's doing nature damage to the person at the front. Oh, but they also, every single fight, at the beginning of the fight, they will apply poison to the monster with the highest life. That's a bit naughty. This person here is going to do air damage to the person at the front. And they will convert one of the negatives I put on them. So if I make them bleed, they can convert that to a positive bonus. And they've got a passive that increases everybody's resistances. That's really tough. She's level 3. That is really tough. This person here is going to do physical damage versus the person at the back. And will avoid the first trap. Okay. That's naughty. So let's have a look, see what we've got. Air or nature on the front. Who's the best? Or do I have a nice combo? One of the two. Air and nature. So, poor weaknesses. The front. Not good enough. Weak versus air. Wow. That is tough. I haven't really got somebody that can cope with both air and nature. This guy's got a bit of nature and 90 hit points. This has got... He's weak to air, but he's got a lot more hit points. But then he's going to get poisoned a lot, isn't he? Right, let's see if I've got any combos here I can use. So I would like to do an area physical bleed. So what's his physical armor? Not good, not good, not good. B on the last person. She can do fire. What's his fire? That's quite good. She can do quite good damage versus him. This guy's physical, we've already seen. They're kind of meh. And this guy's also fire. They're not very strong versus fire. So I'm going to put 2 fire people. And this guy to take the soak at the front. So him at the front. Who does something at the back? She does physical at the back. Who's got the best physical? Oh, neither of them. Who's got the most hit points? They're the same. She's going to do a lot of damage. How fast is she? 95. She's faster than all my people. This is the only person I've got that's quicker than all of them. Okay, tell you what. I'm only going to do the 1 fire person. And I'm going to do that. Okay, trap room. I can do nature. It's not too bad. I can do, yet again, fire. I know they're weak versus fire, so I'm going to take that. What's their cold resist, though? Oh, one guy's very good. So I'm going to do that, because I know that they got a weak fire resistance. I got another trap room. I don't have many traps available to me. I'll go for the poison. Okay, so this is my last defense. So let's have a look to see who's going to have the best to survive. So it's nature and air. Nature, air. They're all not good. He's got the most hit points. So I'll stick him at the front. What's the back? That's a physical. Who's got the best physical? Oh, they're both not good at that either. This might not go very well. I don't really have the creature options
Go get some.
to counter their strengths. Let's see though. So this is my chance to do a full over bleed, isn't it? We try and drain their morale, but I'm going to put a bleed on all of them, although she's going to turn that bleed to a positive. So that is... I should have thought about that, but it's only a bleed 1. It's very minor. In fact, her bleed will probably wear off before she gets a chance to turn it into something good. Right, fire or nature versus the front guy. It's fire, isn't it? So fire versus the front guy. Whichever guy that was. Wow. Ouch. This is not good. The bleed is almost pointless at this point. I am gonna do a morale. Just got the front maybe. It's not even gonna knock him below the 5th spare though. Yeah. The creatures I have and the heroes they have. Fire or nature again, it's just fire. I need this mortar to do a bunch of damage. That didn't do anything because she avoided the trap. I forgot she had that trap avoidance. But I have another bleed ability. Oh, fire. I'm not going to set them on fire. Let's do that. I know their weakness is fire. Yeah, there you go. And then this will do a gas. Okay, guys. We've got to take these down. So what do we have? I have air damage versus all of them. She's really strong versus air. Or I can enrage everybody. I want to enrage everybody. Right. The guy at the back can do nature versus the person at the back. It's not too bad. It's going to add more stacks to that poison. Or I can do nature damage to the front, and yet again, it'll do more stacks to her poison. But she's going to turn that poison into a good thing, so I'll do it versus the guy at the back. Oh, I got the wrong way round, so I can see there. I thought the stacks are going to be added on that person. They're not. They actually got added to the other person. So I should have been the other way round. My bad. I should have watched. So this guy, passive, he gains more resistances if other people are enraging. So his resistances have just gone up because these are raging. So that's pretty cool. Ah, she didn't use her ability to convert that into a positive. That's quite good. Now I can add even more points of enrage to my group. Or we can get some damage in. Get some damage in this turn. We might be able to kill that person at the back. Come on. Come on. Yeah, she's down. We got him. We got him. Great damage. Let's finish them off now. Doesn't matter if it's front or back, it's the same person. Yeah, we got him. Fantastic. I mean, it was a little bit touch and go there because the abilities they had, I didn't really have good creatures to counter them. So what do we have here? A ghost. Okay, it's a pure morale affecting on the primary. We can do some air damage and morale to the person at the back. That's quite interesting. Good, this is an air. Area effect, air damage. So we got more air creatures. Applies a bleed to the person at the front or damage versus all. Is that damage and morale? It is. Oh, we got a Yeti go. You can do some pretty tough ice damage and a slow attack. Slow is nice, but he's not very fast. He's only got a speed of 40. So by the time he gets his slow off, they've already had their goes. And with him being so slow, they're going to have their goes again before him. He's got a speed of 100. He's got a speed of 110, so... The little icon in the corner is like the group of monsters they belong to. So these two belong to demons, as that one belongs to the goblin sort of tribe. I know there's like undead and other sort of different types of groups. I haven't as yet seen any sort of like combos on creatures that affect those, but you do have traits. So some of the things you can probably training will make sort of like goblins or orcs better, etc. I'm thinking of going the gargoyle. I'll take the gargoyle. Okay, so let's go have a quick look at the state of my people. That person's away. The morale's not too bad, actually. I mean, they suffered a bit of morale in the front group, but not that heavy. So I'm gonna continue on for now. So training or doctor? Training. I want to see what skills will be unlocked if I train these creatures. So first of all, here we have the Flame Eater. So it says if I level him, he'll gain some health, he'll gain some fire and ice resistance, but more importantly, he'll gain this bottom ability. So he'll gain the ability to do fire damage. Assumes the stacks of burn applies to all heroes. Apply to all heroes. So is he gonna get rid of any burn that's on the good guys in return for doing the AoE? Not sure how that's gonna work. I have to actually try that and see what it does exactly. So this is the Null. It's gonna do its new ability would be some air morale, plus he also makes people worse. This one is he will get upset. No, he gets everybody else upset. Applies enraged 1 to all other monsters if he gets attacked. So this thing attacks him, everybody else in the group will do more damage. That's quite good. This person is attacks ricochet to the hero positioned behind the target. if the target's AM is positive. Ah, okay. So what it's saying is I could use the fire attack versus the front person, but if they've got a good defense, it'll bounce to the second or nature, etc. But to be honest, if that was the case, I probably wouldn't have put her in the group. So I'll continue on. All demons. Ah, so there you go. We got demons. All demons of the group gain enhanced resistance at the start of the fight. So that is a good combo to make a demon group out of. If I level that up, that's nice. Now he is already level 2, so his doesn't he doesn't gain a new ability, so he gained that one, but he's saying that this ability will go up. This one here applies slow when it's attacked. And the last one is a demoralized wall heals at the start of the gargoyle's turn. So this is -5 morale every time he gets a go. That's not bad. He doesn't really have a lot of hit points, does he? He's going to go first, but he's probably not going to live long enough to get that to really kick in. So if I'm going to train anybody up, I'm thinking I'll probably train this guy and go for like a demon combo with him. We'll train that one. Fantastic. Next, we have a merchant, a business trip, or an event. Oh, I can't afford to send people away on a business trip again. We'll do an event. Like, do an event. Take the risk. So I can use 30 of my blood, and they'll give me a skeleton scientist. Let's do it. Okay, next we have plunder or business trip. Let's plunder. Send some of my people to attack somewhere. So these 3 people want to go. I don't get a choice. Those people chose to go. But I have a choice of where to send them. That's a 35% chance of injury. 100% chance of injury. 35% chance of injury. So that's... I've got a chance of a monster being free. Plus they'll gain 1 morale point back. Or I'll get an upgrade to one of my traps. I want more monsters. Let's do this. Take the risk. Come on. Ah, somebody got injured. Null did. I gained a gargoyle. And some people got happy. Is that 10 weeks he's out? Yeah, that didn't come off very well, did it? Don't go to the collectors. They'll want blood. We haven't got any. So we'll have to go event. Hope it's good. Got an adult magazine depicting humans. So basically I've got a choice of 2 things. I'm going to gain some tears, some blue, or give that person 2 morale points. Well, they need morale, so that's fine. And isn't she like a succubi? Yeah, she's a succubi. I mean, she could read naughty magazines. That's fine. It's kind of like her role in life. Wow, this is not good. I've got a choice of veterans, or a champion. Oh, no weak people to pick on. Wow. So I have an option of a monster, a master bonus, wherever that is, or a rare. I'm not going to be able to take the rare, I don't think. A master bonus means that my main character, me, at the end, will gain, like, empowerment. Gain something about them new. More hit points or something. I'm going to go for that one. I hope I've got monsters good enough to take this. I should have looked at the room, shouldn't I, and balanced them out, because I know that one person got injured. That was stupid. I've probably got too many people in this room now and not enough in the second one. Ooh, that was a bit daft. So what have we got against us? 2 level 3s and a level 2. So air at the front, physical at the front, and enraging air at the back. So really I need air resistance front and back if I've got any at all. So So A, 25 minus 30, 25 minus 25. So ideally this person and this person, if there's some kind of combo that I can use. See, I needed to rearrange people because I gave that one person level 2 with demons, but my demons are in the wrong pool. This is a big mistake. A big mistake. So what's their weaknesses? Anybody that can do fire or nature. So she can do fire to the person at the front. So I'm going to stick her. She's got air resistance. So she can go to the front. This guy could do poison and air. He's got air resistance, so he can go to the back. And I got one choice for somebody in the middle. I might as well pick the person with the most hit points so they can try and live long enough to do anything. But all he's going to do is physical damage to the person at the front. The armor's... They have got a positive armor. This person's going to do... physical bleeds. What's everybody's physical? Other than the person at the back, they're all pretty good. This person's going to do fire. So the front's weak, this is fire. I am reluctant to stick this person in because they're already on low morale and they're just not going to live very long. But we're going to do it because we want to stack that extra fire damage. I have a trap. So the main weakness, I've got basically ice, fire, or nature. So overall, 2 negative natures, 2 negative ice. The question is, where do I want the damage? Who's got the worst ability against me? She replaces negatives with a positive. I don't like that. He is going to make all of the other heroes fight better. I don't like that. He can fully heal somebody up once. It's a one-off. There's only a 25% chance of it. So I'm more worried about this person at the front. So their weakness is nature. So that one. Okay, so this is what I left myself for the back room. That wasn't very clever, was it? 2 gargoyles. Guy that works with demons. Oh, the gargoyles are demons, though. The gargoyles are demons. Okay. So they'll gain plus 20 resistances to what they say. And we need air at the front. Don't we? And at the back. Now, these have got good air resistance anyway. And they'll gain a bonus from this guy. What's their attacks? Their attacks... They're attacking back with air. And they're reasonably strong with air. He's only got air as well. Yeah, this isn't good, but we'll go with that. One last trap. If they're still alive, I'm gonna go with ice. Then it's me.
Prepare to die.
Come on, fingers crossed, Baron. Fingers crossed we can sort these out. We can bring these down. So, one of the things that the scientist can do, he can mark the front guy as... Like they do, you see the bottom ability, it's do 30 damage and morale, but they mark him that if somebody kills that person, they'll heal back to morale. So, that's quite good. But it's a... I'm going to have to do for now poison to all of them because they've got pretty good air resistance. Right, I wanted to do fire, didn't I? Go at the front, yes. This fire does everybody, but... Oh, wow, that was a lot of damage. Fire again. Oh, that was not good. Oh. Will he get a go? He gets a go. So the person at the front is pretty badly damaged. Fair does. They turned one of their negatives into a bonus one of speed, which is quite negligible. I don't care about that. They're going to gain more poison on them now. I think that person at the front is going down. I think we got this. Yeah, we got this. Their weakness is fire. I know that. So person at the front, get rid of them. Here we go for our demon combo. Okay, our demon combo. What has he got? He can do confusion to front or back. So it's nature damage to front or back. Got the front then. So that's that one. Here we go. So I got air to all or air and bleeding to front. Who's got the weakest air? Got the front. So let's just get rid of him. A big bleed on him. And another one again. Bleed 6. You'll just go straight down. Yeah, we got it in the bag. Yeah, let's do that one. Did the wrong one then. Should have done that other one with the other guy. He said, he died anyway. He died anyway. So that's twice now we've managed to stop them getting to my hero. Fantastic. So we've seen that one. We've seen the happy. What's this new one? So morale and tiredness. Air damage. Damage dealt reduced by 20%. That's because they're tired. Damage taken increased by 30%. So she's like a buffer or a debuffer as such. Doesn't do that much damage herself, but she's going to make it so much better for the rest of the party to have a tank or do damage. And she's a demon. We kind of got a little bit of a demon thing going, so we'll take a demon. So there you go, folks. I mean, I can carry on and do some more coverage. So I'll do another coverage at a later date. But just thought I want to show you this game. It looks good fun. The graphics are the good old classic pixel type of graphics. But the thought, as in the strategy there is to each of the fights and how you're going to set up your squads and things to do is really quite interesting. You can't just throw monsters on the screen. They're just going to get slaughtered if you put the wrong kind of people on. So yeah, great fun, good little game. Yeah, leave some comments if you want to see some more on this one, and I will do some more videos and show some other bits and pieces off as I find out myself. So thank you very much for watching, and see you all next time. Oh, one last thing just before I go. I've just realized that it has a Twitch mode where we can do voting and viewer names and all kinds of crazy stuff. Ha 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 ha! I think I'll be having a little go at this on a stream one day and seeing what crazy stuff we can get up to. So, see you all then.